everybody, this is Marie and welcome to Marie's Chatty Tarot. And today we are going to talk about Hunter Biden's federal charges. So before we proceed any further, for those interested, today I'm going to be using the Dark Wood Tarot deck. Pretty cool. This deck, I love it because you can do shadow work with it, and you can also, this deck is the type of deck that it will look into the darkness and dance. So without further ado, I also want to thank you, huge shout out and much appreciation to my new subscribers, to my current subscribers on YouTube, BitChute, Rumble. You guys are amazing. I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate the likes, the shares. It means a lot. Like I've said before, not everybody is a truth seeker and has an open mind, and I appreciate that you are on this journey with me, and you guys are amazing. Thank you. So like I mentioned before, Hunter Biden, he got a plea deal where he agreed to plead guilty to three federal charges, among which are two minor tax crimes, and he also admits to a gun charge, I believe, under the certain terms where he will be under probation and be out of jail. I mean, that's what I got from this. Now, if anybody knows any more than that, please feel free to comment, as I am curious. But everybody has agreed. I mean, everybody agrees, even if you're not a legal scholar, that this was a weak sauce, right? Even if you're not an attorney, you're like, wait, what? This doesn't sound right. Well, that's surprising, under this two-tier justice system. We got what we got, right? So I just want to ask the card, what was that about? Because it offends everybody's sense of justice, no matter how gray you are on certain matters, right? And also, I do want to point out on that note that as I was scrolling Telegram, because that's usually where I dwell, and yes, I also do have a Marie's Chatty Tarot channel on Telegram. That's usually where I use it like a notebook, really, where I post things that I would want to talk about or I'm thinking about chatting about. So promo aside, as I was looking up Phil G's channel account, he mentioned, he alluded, and I'm going to try to pop it up right here so you can see it as well, that post where he alluded as to why he got such a weak deal, or such a beneficial deal to his advantage. And so it's as if to say that kind of alleging that Hunter Biden had made a deal with the good guys, and that laptop being forgotten at the shop was actually a way to introduce evidence. If you guys remember way back when Q, 17th letter of the alphabet, was posting, I think one of the posts, and don't quote me word for word, it was kind of sort of mentioned that how do you introduce new evidence into the court system? And I think that's probably what it's alluding to. So I know, long intro, forgive me, but we need context here, right? So we want to ask the card, what was that about? Biden getting that weak charge. Weak sauce. Weak sauce charges. I mean, again, it's not a funny matter because justice needs to be served. But we live in a crazy world, and we're gonna have to have some kind of sense of humor, to power through this madness. So what does the card wants to share about Biden's weak charges? Because we've seen what happened to people who have not paid their taxes, people who have not observed proper gun rules. Like Wesley Snipes, he spent a few months in jail for tax evasion, right? And I remember this morning as I was commuting to work, Mark Dice was mentioning that. Again, Mark Dice, great YouTuber, you should check it out. So what does the cards was to share about focus, Marie? Biden, Hunter Biden, getting such a weak charge. Eight of Swords, first card. So for those who are new, I'm going to be using the Kachina spread. Magician, situation. Ace of Pentacle, recent past. Ten of Pentacle, present. Eight of Cups, potential outcome. Four of Pentacle, clarification. Six of Swords, clarification. So we asked the cards, what was that about? Such weak charges that everybody can see that it's a sham, that some preferred treatment was at play. So the first card, so if you see here, mostly minor arcana. The only major arcana is Magician in situation. And first card is the Eight of Swords. So Eight of Swords is about, there's more to the story that we're not aware of. That's one way that it usually comes to me. So you see this lady in bondage, blindfolded, so she's not able to see what's going on. Now if you look at the bondage, it's pretty loose, so it means that she can get out of it anytime she wants. But it's as if, you know, it can mean that you're being stubborn, not wanting to see the whole truth. So that's one way of looking at it. The other way of looking at it, that he is detained. So there's two layers to this, and we're gonna address both. First layer, there's more to the story that we're not aware of, because sword is truth, words, information. Second layer is Biden is already detained, is already in holding or for his protection, where somewhere that he cannot go or hurt people. Little ones. Digress. So that's the first card. Kind of, sort of, to answer the question. The situation is the Magician. So Magician is the first card in the tarot deck, major arcana. So every time you see a Magician, it could mean two things. Either there's a trickery involved, or it's to communicate something, because the Magician, is a magician. He can cast illusion, right? So trickeries are involved, obviously, because of the media, the way that they're downplaying everything, right? We see that. And the other layer to it is communication. The astrological uh, uh, the sign that deals with magician is Mercury, and Mercury is about communication. Is about being persuaded, telegraphing something. So there's two things here. It's being telegraphed. They want us to pay attention. So yes, not only there's trickery and disinformation at way, but they also want us to telegraph something going on in the background. Past, Ace of Pentacle. So Ace of Pentacle is new beginning, but also anything Pentacle is evidence, is substantial, is real, is irrefutable, is factual, it is tangible, right? Because Pentacle deals with earth. So with that in mind, in the past, so we knew something was up with that laptop because the way the owner, the shop owner, was able to get a hold of it. And no matter how crazed you are under the influence, there's no way, after all this effort that's been made by the owner to reach out to Biden to get to have him retrieve his possession, he just forgot it there. So again, that information was willingly given. So it's Ace of Pentacle. It looks like that information, that laptop, that information was willingly given to a particular group of people, wanted to be presented out there, because this card is about offering something, offering a new opportunity, the hand offering opportunity, offering a new beginning. So yeah, that's what's willingly given, that laptop. So 10 of Pentacles. So present time, 10 of Pentacles is the card that shows up every time. For me, I see 10 of Pentacles. All tens is usually completion of something, that something ended and another chapter is about to begin. So yeah, in a way, another chapter did, you can use it as a marker if you are paying attention, right? That, yeah, the system is rigged. We've seen that there is a two-tier. I mean, we've seen it over time and time again. And this is further evidence. Again, you see Pentacle. Pentacle is tangible, factual. There's no way at this point to say, oh well, no. He got away scot-free here. So again, every time it's a 10, for me, it could be a group of people, it could be a nation, it could be it's as if to say, people are at their wits' end with this. There's just like, no. And also, that's one layer. The other layer is that it's the end for Biden. Hunter, it looks like he was probably been detained for a while now, that he's no longer in the scene, and that maybe all this was part of a secret agreement with that magician, that if he present that evidence, he will get a proper exit via this court case. Outcome, 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups. Now that's interesting. So interesting. Like I said, wow. 8 of Cups for me is about leaving what no longer serves you behind. This is how the hermit started his journey, by emotionally being detached, being no longer satisfied with his situation, and leaving everything behind. And it feels like that's Hunter Biden's, that he purposefully given to the White Hats, the good guys, damning information via the laptop, so he can be given a proper exit. So he's not. Yes, it's as I guess the short answer is that we are seeing a show, and then he has been detained, or a long time ago. Everything that you're seeing here is a trickery of sort, and they want they want to telegraph that information to us. They want to communicate to us this, you know. And all of this is to wake up people to be so disappointed that they will no longer want to hold. They will so disappointed that they want to leave this behind. Leave. When you're so disgusted with something that no matter how, some people like to hold on to the routine. They like to hold on to what the good old days. But it's as if the alliance or whoever is pushing this want us to be so disgusted with how things are right now that you will no longer want to hold on to the good old days. You just want to leave this behind and then move on to better things. So yeah, okay. So yeah, so I'm taking 2 more cards for clarification. So it looks like there was an agreement. That's the agreement that he made, that in exchange for giving those massive evidence, they agreed to have him have a proper exit or gracious exit. Does he deserve to have it? No, but sometimes you have to make deals in order to get some information be put in the public, right? So that's interesting. So okay, I guess we can leave it at that because I have no words. Agreements being made. Well, thank you guys for sticking with me to the end of this video. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.